Welcome on in, everybody, to Same But Different, the movie talk show where we take a movie and we come back a week later and we review it. It's a lot like a movie book club. My name is Brody. I'm here alone. Derek is on vacation in Florida. This week, 2024's best movie, Emilia Pérez. That was sarcasm. Emilia Pérez is a story about three women, each trying to find their own happiness. The cartel leader, Emilia, spoiler, it's in the synopsis, enlists Zoe Saldaña's character, Rita, to help fake her own death so she can finally live her true self and be happy. It's also a musical. This movie's all over the place. I'm really excited to talk about it, so let's get into it. Was this movie as bad as everyone says? No. Was it bad? Yes. Let's make sure we know that it was bad. I think what we should do is probably talk about the good first. The good was how the movie was made. The technicalities. The good was the cinematography. The good was the editing. Although, sidebar about the editing, there's a little too much all over the place. There was a lot of cool things, but there were so many different cool things that only happened once or twice that it just... there was no formula to it, but it was really well done. The good was Selena Gomez. That's kind of where the good ends. It's really hard to talk about this movie. I'm going to try to veer from being too political. There's a lot about this movie that obviously has a negative press around it. Politics aside, everything aside, Karla Sofía Gascón, or whatever her name is, was so bad. So bad. And I'm so glad that she's a horrible person, so I don't have to feel bad saying that, because she sucks in the movie and in real life. So let's just say it. Let's call a sheep a sheep. She sucked. She was bad at singing. She was bad at acting. She wasn't likable. And for her to be the star of this movie, huge missed opportunity. Zoe Saldaña, I mean, she didn't impress me. Her singing was like a whisper, sultry singing. Her acting was all over the place. I could never find or pinpoint where this woman's emotions were coming from. There were times where she was crying and laughing at the same time. I understand why the character was doing that. To me, we didn't see enough build up to her reaching that sort of breaking point. And then 1 minute, she was best friends with Emilia, and then 1 minute, she was calling her a fucking bitch. The movie was all over the place. It had no idea what story it was trying to tell. You couldn't pinpoint if any of these characters were likable or unlikable, because every scene, they had different motives. That's not ideal. Also, in a musical, you want at least most of the songs to be good. Second to that, you want at least some of the songs to be good. I would argue 2 songs in this movie were good. And good is even a stretch. It's like saying they're the best in a bad batch. It's really hard to nail this movie down. I think that this movie needed to be a straight up unapologetic comedy to drive the point it was trying to drive home. Like, if this was in the hands of Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who did South Park, or like the Wayans brothers or something outrageously so over the top crazy, something like this could have landed. But trying to tell this story in such a dramatic and heartfelt way while like sprinkling in comedy didn't make any sense. It was all juxtaposed. There were songs that were literally comedic, like the penis to vagina, vaginoplasty, mammoplasty. It was weird. It was really weird to watch what this movie was trying to do. I get it, artistic integrity, but when you're trying to tell a story like this, this wasn't the way to do it. Was it a good representation of trans people? No. Was it a good representation of Mexican people? I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think so. It's just like it missed every single mark along the way, except actually building the movie. Story, just all over the place. Acting, bad. Songs, bad. You know, for what it is, like, it got nominated for 2 Best Original Songs at the Oscars. It might win one, and fine. If it's gonna win anything, it has a chance at cinematography or editing. But the thing is, with the song, Selena Gomez's just didn't feel like an Oscar-winning song. And the other one, while it maybe sort of, kind of, maybe-ish did, then you have Karla Sofía Gascón in the middle of it, ruining any bit of, oh, this is actually an okay song. Then she comes in and with her shitty shit voice, they missed. Now I'm sounding like everyone else who's complaining about this being as bad. The thing is, I don't think this movie was a 1 out of 10. I think as a movie, They almost built something really well, and technically they did. Watching this is a treat. Enjoying it is impossible. That's the tagline. Watching this is a treat. Enjoying this is impossible. Boom. Same but different review. I am going to give this a 3 out of 10. I would not recommend this to anybody. I did not enjoy my time with it, except for making fun of it, which I don't think is the point. The weirdest part is, on IMDb, this has comedy as its second genre before crime or thriller, and it's not a comedy, so I'm thinking they're leaning into the fact that we all laughed at it instead of with it. I don't know. That's my review. I don't know what to tell you. Have you seen Emilia Pérez? Do you enjoy it? Do you hate it? Do you kind of think what I think, where like it was almost good, but it was bad? Tell me what you thought in the comments below. While you're down there, follow, comment, like, subscribe. Help us out. We're trying to grow this. We're having a blast doing it. By the time the next episode comes out, the Oscars will be over. I don't know what I'm going to do next. It might just be me again next week. I'm not entirely sure. Let's say tentatively, because I want to watch it before the Oscars, so it's a movie that I'll have watched that's under my belt. I'm going to review The Brutalist. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Come back next week and find out. Thank you all for watching. I love you. Keep watching movies.